He was evicted for being too stingy. 6 months later, he bought the whole building. Tund ran a small phone accessories shop on the ground floor. Every morning he was the first to open and the last to close. He reused nylon bags. He counted every change. He turned off the AC at 5 p.m. sharp. The landlord, Mr. Bello, and the other tenants called him the stingy man behind his back. At meetings they would laugh. Tund, contribute 10,000 for cleaning. He would say, I don't use the cleaner. I sweep myself. They shook their heads. One day Mr. Bello called everyone. Rent is going up 200%. Starting next month. The other tenants shouted and complained. Tund said nothing. He just nodded, packed his things that weekend, and left. No argument. The tenants clapped when his shop was empty. 6 months passed. Then a letter came to every shop. New management. Inspection on Friday. All tenants must be present. On Friday, a black SUV pulled up. Everyone stood outside waiting for the new landlord. The door opened. It was Tund, in a dark suit, holding a file. The compound went quiet. I bought this building, he said. From the bank, Mr. Bello couldn't pay his loan. Some people gasped. Mama Nkechi, who sold food at the corner, covered her mouth. Tund looked at the crowd. Effective next month, rent goes up for everyone. Except you, Mama. He pointed at Mama Nkechi. You gave me water and light when NEPA took ours for 3 days. Your rent stays the same. He turned to where Mr. Bello was standing at the back. And you, thanks for teaching me how to save. Tund handed the keys to the new manager, walked to his old shop, unlocked it, and stepped inside. He wasn't stingy. He was building. The first week as owner, Tund didn't change the gate. He didn't change the sign. He just came every morning at 6 a.m. like he used to. But things started shifting. The tenants who laughed at him now knocked on his door for small favors. Baba Tund, can we pay rent in 2 installments? Boss, NEPA bill is high this month. Can you help us talk to them? Tund listened. Then he opened his old notebook, the same one he used to count nylon and change. New rules, he said at the next meeting. No shouting. Rule 1. Rent is due on the 1st. Late payment. 5% penalty. No begging. Rule 2. Generator runs 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. only. Fuel is expensive. Rule 3. Anyone who insults another tenant packs out in 7 days. The young boys who used to call him stingy men groaned. Mr. Bello, who now rented a smaller shop upstairs, folded his arms. 1 month later, 2 shops were empty. The tenants who couldn't follow the rules left. Tund didn't advertise. He didn't beg. By the 3rd month, 3 new tenants came. A graphics designer, a caterer, a barber. All of them paid 6 months upfront. Why? Because the compound was clean. Because NEPA issues were fixed. Because Tund was always there at 6 a.m. Mama Nkechi's food business tripled. Since the place became orderly, customers they come, she told him one evening. She tried to pay him extra. He refused. We had a deal, Mama. Mr. Bello watched from upstairs. One evening he came down with a bottle of wine. You won, he said. I thought you were stingy. Tund took the wine, but didn't open it. I wasn't stingy, sir. I was focused. While you were collecting rent to buy cars, I was saving to buy the problem. Mr. Bello left quietly. A year later, Tund bought the building next door. Then the one after that. People in the area stopped calling him the stingy man. Now they call him Landlord Tund. And every new tenant that moves in gets one rule written on their welcome letter. Don't judge what someone is saving for. You might end up renting from them. He still reuses nylon. He still turns off the AC at 5 p.m. But now, he owns the switch.